welcome to Sport Africa once again. My name is Asha Loluwafemi. I hope your week has been as fruitful as you've planned it. Of course, some people have been globetrotting, while some people have been hard at work. Of course, we are always here to give you all the best regarding the big footballing stories on the continent of Africa. Like we told you, of course, the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier is almost upon us, and countries are already releasing the list of players to execute those two first matches, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Senegal, before release their squad. So like we do regularly on the show today, we'll take you through the continental roundup, then we'll talk about the big, of course, the talking point, then stars in the diaspora, and finally, the big match on the continent this weekend is the Soweto Derby. Last week, we looked at, so to say, the derby in Tanzania Premier League between, of course, Simba and Young Africans. This weekend is the biggest fixture of the season in South Africa, the Soweto Derby, of course. So we'll be looking at all of those on the show today. Kado Gundari and James Agberibi, they are here. Guys, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Femi. As always, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Femi. Happy to be in today's edition.
Okay, so let's quickly talk about, of course, the continental roundup. Last season, Medema won the Betfair Premier League in Ghana. And after they won the title, they visited His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo, who promised to give them 1 million Ghana cedis if they qualified for the group phase of the CAF Champions League. That has been done for close to a month now, if not very month, and the president has not fulfilled his promise. And like we heard, the club has sent reminders to the president. There was no response. Now they've gone public. So we'll be looking at all of that on the show today. And Everton midfielder, who is from Mali, Abdoulaye Doucoure, has said he will not play for Mali at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. Why? We'll be telling you all of those. So let's go on this very brief break. When we return, we'll be getting straight into the talking point. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back. It's still Sport Africa. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Like we've told you several times. Of course, the 2026 World Cup qualifier is here already, and we will be getting you into the camp of all the teams in Africa as regards to their preparation for all your countries, whether you're in Africa or in the diaspora. And of course, the 2023 AFCON is also not very far away. Every day we keep getting closer to the kickoff. Now, guys, let's get started. Kayode, last season, you remember, Medema, of course, out of nowhere, where all of us were rooting for the Ghana Stars to win the Ghana Premier League, but Medema, from nowhere, they won the title. I remember very vividly. Of course, the producer is showing that picture on the screen now. When they visited President Nana Akufo-Addo, and he promised them that if they qualify for the group phase of the CAF Champions League, he was going to give them 1 million Ghana cedis. Now, they said they've sent emissaries to the president, advisors to the president. Nothing has been done now. They've gone public, and they are saying, please kindly fulfill your promise. It's going to go a long way in supporting us in the competition. Kayode, I don't know, is this some form of forgetfulness? But a lot of people have actually said, if the president wasn't going to fulfill this, then why did they promise in the first place?
To be fair, Femi, I know a little bit about how government works. It's not that the president is not in a position to redeem that promise. As a person, Femi, the president is a very, very comfortable person before he became president, and as a head of government, he's able to give them that money, if he promised them as a president. So either way you look at it, it is not something that the president is not able to do. But because of the bureaucracy that is tied to government, it may not be as easy as it would be if I had made that promise to the team, Femi. It's a different thing compared to if the president made that same promise. So when people talk about governments not redeeming pledges, I kind of laugh sometimes that it's not as easy as you think. Getting to see the president alone, when you see people having audiences with head of governments and everything, you think, oh, is that 5 minutes meeting? You don't know how many months it has taken to put together that meeting. So I'm happy that they've gone public now, Femi. This will kind of force the hand of the government, of the president, to quickly get to know about the team and their plight, and I'm very sure he's going to redeem whatever it is he has promised them. 1 million cities is not going to end the world.
But Kayode, is it embarrassing? Because if you look at is it embarrassing?
No, it's not. It's not, Femi. It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. Because if they don't do it this way, it is, and it's also very possible that there are people who are sitting between this team and the president who have not made it possible, probably because there are some gods who feel they have to, you have to offer sacrifices to them before you are able to see the president. No, seriously, Femi, these things do happen. So the way they have gone public now, it will be practically impossible for the president not to hear them. If he didn't hear them, his aides would have heard them and take this to the president. So for me, either we look at it, it is not a slight on the person. They are not insulting the person of the president. They are just saying, okay, what way can we get the hair of the president? Let's do it this way. So in this, I'm totally in support of the club.
Okay, madam, they're already in the very difficult group phase in the CAF Champions League with Belouizdad, Alali, and Young Africans. It will be very, very difficult to see them get out of that group. Now, James, let's talk about Abdoulaye Doucoure. Of course, this young man, of course, catches attention in the English Premier League with Everton. But now he came out to say that he will not be representing Mali at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. He just signed a new contract with Everton, and people have been saying why. He didn't state specifically whether he had problem with the Mali FA, but he just said that he respects his country. But he said, I'm just going to stay here, maybe watch the Africa Cup of Nations if I can from home without any reason. He said, I want to focus on my career and on the club. I have all the respect for my country, but I'm going to stay here. James, what do you make of this?
Well, I think the good thing there is that he has come out to say he's not going. You know, unlike maybe the competition is just closed and he just went away. I mean, he has stated that he wants to stay back and focus on his club career. So I think what the Mali coaching crew need to do is just, I know that he's one of their top players, but as it is now, he said he's not going. So just have to move on from there. Can't say you want to convince him or send people to convince him to have a change of mind, So I mean, the good thing is it's coming early now, so that they'll be able to plan without Abdoulaye Doucoure. It would have been a very good addition to them, because Mali is one of the top teams in African football, though they've never won the AFCON, but they're one of the teams that will only give any top team in the competition a good run for their money. So what better way to have your one of your top players in your team? But as it is now, he has said he's not, he doesn't want to be part of it. So I think they should just let him be and focus on another player who want to give their all for the national team.
Okay, James, Doucoure was born in France. He played for the under-21 French team. Do you think this is one of the reasons, one of the issues that we usually raise about players who are born outside maybe of Africa, but because he was actually convinced to switch allegiance, which he did? Do you think it is one of the issues that we've been talking about on the show, about trying to force players who are not born here to come and play for their fatherland?
I don't think they placed the gun on his head when they wanted him to So it's just his decision. He said he doesn't want to play, so we have to respect that. So let's just leave it at that. Dragging the issue and trying to say, because he was not born in Mali, so he doesn't have that strong allegiance to Mali. I don't know. It could be true, but there's no proof for that. So they should just allow him be. The good thing is he has come out to state it, that doesn't want to be part of it. So they should just leave it at that. Like I said, they should focus on other players who are willing, who are dying to play for the national team. I mean, Mali have produced top players, even right there. Remember the days of Seydou Keita, those they are under 20 guys. All those guys came from the local scene, and they blew up. So I think there are many of them like that. So they shouldn't just because Doucoure said he's not going to play, then you start having sleepless nights because of that. So
All right.
Maybe this is even an opportunity for somebody to come out and show the stuff he's made of. So all the best to him.
Okay.
So that's just it.
Okay, Kyle, I don't know whether you've seen the list released by coach Chris Sutton of the Black Stars. Andrea is back in the team, and again, that has set the social media agog in Ghana about why Andrea is back in the team when he does not even have a club. Very quickly, 1 minute, Kyle, as we round up this session.
Femi, you bear me witness. I've been one of the biggest supporters of Andrea over the years. I like him as a person. I like him as a player. But in this, I am totally against his recall to the team. Because since the last time he was left out of the team till now, I'm not aware that he has done anything to improve his circumstances to warrant a call-up to the team again. Femi, there are a lot of ways to pay back our heroes, not with national team call-ups. There are a lot of boys waiting in the wings to get into the team. When you keep calling the Andrea Hughes of this world without a club who have achieved all they intend to achieve in football, then you are blocking the way for other upcoming players to get looking into the team. And it's also unfortunate. I'm so ashamed of Chris Sutton that he would allow himself to am twisted into calling this guy. So ashamed.
Okay, subsequently, we'll be looking at this issue particularly. Let's go on this break. When we come back, we'll talk about stars in diaspora, Africans who are doing wonderful things in their respective sports. Please stay with us. Welcome back. It's still Sport Africa. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. Like we've told you, we will no longer post our full content on Naija Super Fans Forum. Please, this is the new place. Please subscribe to Sport Africa for unparalleled content regarding sports on the continent, particularly football. Now, let's look at our stars in diaspora. Of course, last week we talked about Eliud Kipchoge. On Monday, precisely, talk about Eliud Kipchoge, who turned 39. And of course, today we have another Kenya who is the current world record holder. These guys, I don't know, maybe they were born with a cheetah's feet. Talking about Kelvin Kiptum, of course, he's the current world record holder when it comes to marathon. And he's already setting the record for himself for next year, April. And he says his ambition is to break his world record, to run in the in the marathon that will be taking place in Holland under 2 hours marathon. James, remember, you and I will talk about Kipchoge last Monday. But again, another Kenya who is already setting the world on fire.
Well, don't be surprised if he's going to do exactly as he said, because these guys, when it comes to the marathon, nobody comes close. They've dominated this part of athletics for decades. It's like, I don't know, nobody comes close to them. Every year they keep churning out stars upon stars upon stars. They've completely dominated that scene. So everybody kind of hands off, you know, so they just leave them, whatever they like, let them do.
It's their bad try. It's their bad try.
Exactly. So I won't be surprised if it's because he has set a target for himself. And Femi, I can bet you that for him to come out to tell you that he wants to break that record, don't be surprised that he's going to do it. So all the best to him, and let's just hope that he keeps fit and be able to achieve the feat, because it's not easy for somebody to come out and say, I want to do this. You know, somebody that's full of confidence and believe in himself that he's going to do it. And I am backing him that he can do it. So all the best to him.
Okay, I think these guys can run under 2 hours from Nigeria to Ghana or even Cameroon. If you want to try, you can put money on ground, they'll do it. Now, let's talk about the Black Queen's coach, Nora Hoptu. She is originally from Switzerland, but she's currently handling the Black Queens. Remember, we've talked about how the Black Queens are falling from grace in women's football in Africa. Now that we have the likes of Morocco, the likes of South Africa, who are rising up to the occasion. But she has been able to steadily bring progress to the Black Queens. They've scored 29 goals under her without conceding none. And of course, remember, I think they won the Waffle Zombie Women's Cup this year under her. So she has been able to bring this confidence. She's not African, but she's doing wonderfully well with the Black Queens. So she is one of our stars in diaspora today. Not African, but she's doing wonders in Africa.
Well, I like the fact that she has done one thing. She has successfully flown under the radar. Up till now, not many people have paid attention to what she's doing. Of course, you could look at it and say, oh, she's not played the big girls, she's not played Nigeria, she's not played all of the big teams like Nigeria, the new kids on the block, Morocco, Cameroon, and South Africa, the big, so-called big teams in African football. But the fact is, we are not going to take anything away from what she has been able to do with the Black Queens. And by the time she plays all these big teams, Femi, the confidence that comes with having won these games, having not considered goals, will rub off on the team. So for me, I am happy you're bringing her up. I'm happy she is, so to speak, an African in diaspora, but I like what she's doing. I like the fact that the Ghanaians were ready to put their mouth where their money is by looking for top talent. Femi, this has always been my argument all over the years, Femi. I am not against having foreign coaches. But if you're going to bring a foreign coach, and I'm also talking for the men too, do not bring a coach simply because of the color of their skin. Bring a coach because of what they are able to offer. If you're going to bring a foreign coach, let it be worth our while. Femi, if you're going to pay our scarce foreign resources to foreign coaches, let it be those coaches who actually have something to offer, not coaches who are journeymen, who just need a job, and you keep paying them top dollar, and they are not able to do our teams.
Okay, she has also propelled the Black Queens to the next round of the 2024 African Women's Cup of Nations. So we will be looking forward to seeing the Black Queens on the continent once again. It will be very, very exciting. We've missed them over the years because the likes of Morocco and South Africa gradually taking our mind off what the Black Queens used to do on the continent. Let's go on break. We'll come back to talk about the exciting time on the continent this weekend when we'll be looking at this way today. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back. It's still Sport Africa. Kyle Dogundari and James Agberebe are still here. I don't know what fixtures in African football come close to this. Maybe if you go to North Africa, maybe in Morocco, in Algeria, and maybe in Egypt, there you can. But this is the biggest fixture in South Africa Premier League, season in, season out. Chiefs versus Pirates. Kyle, these two teams, they have a very rich history between them. Chiefs are 7th on the table. Pirates are 10th, just 2 points separate them. Who would you be rooting for this weekend? Last weekend, remember about Simba and Young Africans, actually embarrassed Simba at home 5-1. This time, I think you need to be very careful because I think you were saying that Simba might likely take the day. This time, you have to be very careful.
Yeah, Femi, I said so, and they splash eggs on my face. I think that with all grace and equanimity. And this week, funny enough, the team I follow in South Africa are Sundowns. That's the team I support, Mamelodi Sundowns. The team I support. But no doubt about it that the Soweto Derby is between Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. And for one reason or the other, I tend to look at both of them as the fading glories of South African football. Because in times past, this team will be 1 and 2 on the table at any time of the season that you choose. Maybe after week 1, they are always 1-2, 1-2. Now Sundowns have overtaken them. Super Sports are here today, gone tomorrow. But this fixture still remains the biggest fixture in South African football. If you ask me, and I want to stick my neck out and say, I don't know why, Pirates. Yeah, if you ask me, put my neck on the block. Why would I pick Pirates? I don't know. Possibly because I have some affinity with them. I remember when they used to parade some Nigerian players. I used to follow them back in the day. But hey, don't get it wrong. The team I support in the South African League is Mamelodi Sundowns. But I think Pirates will take this.
All right. James, this is, like you said, a fixture in African football. This is a league football. 90,000 fans will be packed at the Soccer City Stadium. James, there is nothing bigger than this. Kyle said he's looking at Pirates, right? James, do you agree?
Yeah, I think Pirates have a lot to prove, because the last 5 league meetings, it has been Kaizer Chiefs, all the way from the last time Pirates got a win against Chiefs was January 30th, 2001. So in their last 5 league games,
2001.
Yes, that's the last time Pirates defeated Chiefs in the league, the PSL, 30th January 2001. So all the way down, it has been Kaizer Chiefs. Last 5 meetings has been Kaizer Chiefs. So I think Pirates, they are, maybe this is the time that they're going to just have to halt that run, because for a big team like that to not have won. So they met a couple of cup games, and Pirates have had it, but in the league, the PSL, that has been Kaizer Chiefs, and they will want to keep that run. But going to the game, the two teams are they've not been too fantastic, though they won their last game. But for Chiefs, they've won their last, even before they won the last game, they lost 3 consecutive games. Right, Pirates managed 2 draws and they have got a defeat, 2 defeats, 2 draws, and they managed to win their last game. So which means going into this game, they've kind of been struggling. But when it comes to the derby, as we always see, the fumble
can happen.
Just thrown out the window. So we're going to expect a very tough, feisty encounter, colorful atmosphere. When it comes to the Soweto derby, it's always packed, always the vuvuzela will be on display, and so let's just wait for a top African derby. So but who is going to win, Femi? Honestly, I don't want to stick my neck because we'll go right after.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah,
okay.
Position.
It's gonna be very difficult because
Go Pirates.
Don't sit on the fence. Don't sit on the fence.
Go Pirates.
Don't go for politician.
I will go for Pirates because having
Why
lost
are you going for Pirates?
last 5 games, I think they have a point to prove that it's hard time they end that dominance in the league. So I think Pirates, and just like what they said, we've had good Nigerians when it comes to Pirates. Willie Okpara was in goal when they won the CAF Champions League 95. Yes. And funny enough, that was their first ever outing in the competition, and they went all the way to win it.
Yes.
So we had this former Enyimba player, Onyekachi.
And that's my friend Tico Onyekachi.
Yeah, so he played for Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, I did.
So I think even the late Modi Shuaibu was one time their coach.
Yeah, he coached them at the time. Yes,
so we have good Nigerian when it comes to Orlando Pirates. So I think I'll stick with the Orlando Pirates, and we have the defender is there. So maybe that's a little bit of bias on my own side. So I'll stick with the Pirates, so because that winless run against Chiefs is just too much. I think it's high time they break it.
That's a stop at the point.
Yeah, so that's it from Femi.
Okay, so there's already a gang up against Chiefs on this on the program already. James and Kayode are going for Pirates, but so that Chiefs will not be low, I'll be supporting Chiefs from in that encounter. 90,000 fans will be packed at the Soccer City Stadium. That's in African football. Of course, we hope that one day it will be like that across all the countries on the continent. Guys, thank you for your incisive analysis on the show today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Femi. See you next time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Femi.
So to our fans around the world, we appreciate you so much for sticking with Sports Africa. Please don't forget, tell someone to subscribe to this channel. As long as it is football and other sports in Africa, we're bringing you undiluted content on this show. I remain Ashalulu Afem. We'll see you all on Monday. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Bye for now.